So you know that I own a OnePlus phone, right? Just not showing off. Just
you don't have to brag about it.
Well,
you know I own an Oppo, right? Yeah.
Well, I think they are all the same. But before we go there, the reason I bring it up is because I always loved the way Google Pixel comes out with this amazing camera and stuff. You know, it's mostly software driven, I think. So someone today told me that you can install that camera software in your OnePlus phone. And I did that. And you know what? I have two cameras right now. One is OnePlus camera and the other one is Gcam, as it is called.
So you don't need anything else.
Well, I'll show you some night mode pictures which I've taken. It will blow your mind.
You can sell off your DSLR, right?
Well, no. It's taking this video right now.
So yeah, talking about Oppo and OnePlus and all that, you know that it all comes up from the same, parent company.
I didn't know initially. When you told me, I think it was when we bought our phones.
Right? It was a little later after we bought our phones.
Yeah, so many different, like, what is that? Vivo,
I'll tell you. Oppo. Okay, so there is this company called BBK Electricals, which was founded in 1994 or 6.
Right.
So they came up with Oppo in 2001, then Vivo in 2009.
2001 Oppo.
Yeah, Oppo is 17 years old. Probably,
How many of you really knew that?
Yeah, probably
I didn't know that.
When this Chinese phones came into the market.
Or let me put it this way. When that Reliance 500 rupees ka CDMA phone came in the market, I think that was 2001 or 2 or something.
Yeah,
right?
kind of.
Or was it 2003? I don't remember.
No. What I mean is there was this time when Chinese smartphones came into the market.
Yes.
Where you get phones for like 2,000, 3,000 bucks, which would work for like 2 months.
And then you throw it and...
Yeah, it'll just stop working. So I think probably one of those phones were like Oppo.
Okay.
So Oppo came in 2001. Then we had Vivo, which was founded in 2009. Then came OnePlus. OnePlus in 2013.
Yeah. And that was a premium smartphone which was very cheap.
Yeah. And in 2018 they rebranded Realme and released it as a different sector of this thing,
right?
For like cheap budget phones.
Isn't that your
that's why I use that's why I use Oppo. Yeah, it's in my pocket. I want to show it. So the thing is like what they are doing right now is that they are creating a market where there is like a lot of competition. So basically
amongst
themselves. So the thing is like you'd be like, when you go to the shop, you'd be like, okay, Oppo is there, then you have Vivo, which has like good camera, then you have OnePlus, which is like overall performance, including camera, and what else were there? Realme, which is like a cheap budget phone which you can use till it breaks. So basically they have a lot of models which will create a confusion between people, and they'll end up talking about I don't know which one to take, but they'll end up taking any of these 4.
Yeah.
So basically they are driving customers to their own market and selling their own product for themselves.
This is a little bit like Volkswagen, right?
Yeah. So I think this has been happening in the market for some time. So Volkswagen, they own Audi, Porsche. Do they own any other companies?
Audi, Porsche, Volkswagen on itself, and is Lamborghini under them?
No. Lamborghini is different.
Lamborghini started as a tractor company.
Yeah. During World War, I think they started building tanks and all that. I think it was Porsche.
Well, most of the companies which are car companies right now were either aeroplane engine manufacturers or these kind of tanks and stuff. That's why if you look at Mercedes and if you look at BMW, the logo of these car companies are either 3-pointed propeller or 4 wing propeller or something like that.
Yeah. So this is something which has started since a long time back, and even the mobile market has also started it.
Yeah.
And we are like, okay, I have an Oppo phone and you have a OnePlus phone, and we are talking like we are superior. One person is superior than the other. But
let's put an end to it. My phone is better than yours.
Yours. You paid more than what I paid. But talking like you bought it from some other company, and that kind of stuff does not work here. Because
the takeaway here is, if you have a Realme, if you are a Oppo, Vivo or whatever it is, they're all the same.
Yeah. And there's one more thing I came to know about this conspiracy theory where they're saying that cell phones are like bad for your health. So it's said that it causes cancer, but they don't actually have any proof or like scientific study which has been done to like prove it right or wrong, so that no one knows about it seems. And if you remember, like in 2000 there were like a lot of cases where people who use cell phones a lot got cancer and all that, right? There were like a lot of rumors, not established.
Rumors are always there. Yeah.
So and there was this rumor that this network towers also.
Oh yeah. You know what? There was another interesting thing. I think we can take this in another small episode like this. Towers also emit microwave.
Yeah.
Right.
Phones too.
Yeah, so microwave is something, if you remember, if you have, entered a kitchen or something, microwave is something that you normally use to cook food.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I get it.
Well, I think there's a good consumer advice here. You should ditch your phones.
Yeah, because we did an episode on smoking. Right. And we talked about how earlier people used to think that it was good for health, and it was not, like it does not cause cancer or something. Probably 50 years, 100 years later, we'll get to know that mobile phones are like the leading cause of cancer.
50 years, 100 years, I'm not bothered because I'm not gonna live for 100 years.
Well, yeah. So the conclusion is that probably your phone is killing you right now.
Sleep on that.